Welcome back, everybody. So I wanted to share one more quick little thing. I always install a safety switch on all my cars. So you guys know I have like the remote that works everything. But if you ever get stuck, and this is even on a stock car, if you don't have a remote or anything like that, I always install a safety switch here, and I'll tuck it back in there and kind of hide it. It's just to unlock and open the deck lid. So this particular car, I'm not using the lock motors, which is a whole nother discussion, but I am able to control to open up their deck lid, so in case something goes wrong. So it's pretty simple to do even on the stock cars. I don't have any relays or anything behind the seat. All that stuff is gone because I do everything from scratch. But even on the cars that I've just worked on and they were original, they have the two relays behind the seat here. One's for unlocking and one's for opening. So if for some reason you get stuck, you can jump those relays. So what I do is I just go ahead and jump them. In this case, it comes all the way from my wiring harness, my custom wiring harness in my box here that I make to there. But on the stock cars, I've always added that. So I'll have to show in another video like how to actually do it, but just a kind of a cool feature. So just in case, God forbid, I mean, with my cars usually nothing happens because it's all new stuff, but in the older ones for sure you want to do that. So if for some reason you get stuck somewhere and like you need to get the top up because it's about to start raining, and for some reason the locks won't unlock or the deck lid won't go up, and if it happens to be like a relay issue, at least with that little secret wire there that you have the relays jump, you can jump it and make it go up, and you're bypassing all the limit switches and everything else, and even bypassing the relays because you wire it into not to the signal wire for the relay, but to the main wire that's going to the motors to unlock the top, for instance. You're jumping past that, so you're bypassing the relay. So even if your relay is bad, it's still going to work. So I used to put them in the glove box up front. Now I just it's a little bit easier to put them there. I'll tuck it away. It's there behind the seat. And then what was the other thing I was just wanting to say about that? Damn it. I'm telling you, I'm getting old, guys. The lock motors. So it's a personal preference. The lock motors are loud. I had them in this car. That's why I still have the receivers here where they go into. I still have those in there because I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not I want to run them or not. But on my daily drivers and my cars that I drive around, I don't even use the lock motors. I take them off. If you have your deck lid lined up straight, then where it all lines up the way it's supposed to and everything works right, then you really don't need them. They were kind of, one of their purposes was to make everything line up straight when it goes down. So if you were off for some reason a little bit and this line wasn't straight or it was wider on one side than the other, then as it locks down, it kind of, you adjust those locks and you kind of force it to go down straight and look nice. But I a lot of times don't use them because they're loud, and it's just one more thing to go wrong. And the deck lid is being held down by the cylinders. So people say, oh well, that's what locks the deck lid down. You can't lift this. Even if you stuck a pry bar in there and tried to lift this up, you wouldn't be able to because both of the hydraulic cylinders are holding it down. So if you get everything lined up right and you're happy with the way it sits and the lines and everything, then you don't really necessarily need those. So I guess that's a two-part video talking about the locks and whether they're necessary or not, and having that little backup switch. And I promise I'll make another video on showing how to wire that up into a stock car behind the seat there, as like a backup plan, so you guys don't get stuck somewhere. So hope that helps. Talk to you later.